Your personal image should not only be flattering to your physique or to your goals, but also realistic, kind, and friendly to yourself, and with what you can and are willing to do. In previous contents, we've talked about personal image as a New Year's resolution. But what happens when personal image is not the resolution itself, but the tools or the means that we need to get there? In this video, I'm going to show you how to use your personal image and make the most of it to get to where you want, but without losing yourself in the process.
Simpson, you diabolical.
The first thing that we need to understand about personal image so that no matter the service you hire is actually useful for you is that whatever action you take in this aspect needs to be authentic and in synchrony with who you are. After all, there's a reason why one of the most important pillars of personal image as a discipline is absolute respect to the essence. Yes, as you heard it, because if your personal image has no authenticity, then it won't matter how much money you invest, how much time, or how much effort. The most you will get is a beautiful form but without depth that sustains it, and this will not only not take you closer to your goals, but also will pull you further away from them, because you're going to be generating expectations that you cannot fulfill or are going to struggle badly to fulfill. And even if you do it and achieve your goals this way, to have to pretend constantly to sustain them in the long run is going to impair you from enjoying them. So in order for your personal image to work with you and not against you, you need to know yourself regarding your likings, preferences, and areas of interest. Because this will not only tell you where to shop or how to do your grooming, but also will make you question whether you are happy where you are in life or you need to make a change. After all, it's possible to get decent clothes for potentially any job, but no matter how beautifully you dress, no matter if you get the best personal image consultants and services for yourself, this is not going to do much if you're dressing up for a job that you don't care about, that you don't want, or simply that does not inspire you to bring the best out of you and to act in a genuine way.
No!
Now that you know yourself, you need to accept yourself, because this doesn't only allow an authentic expression, but also, and most importantly, one that's sustainable in the long run. So your personal image should not only be flattering to your physique or to your goals, but also realistic, kind, and friendly to yourself, and with what you can and are willing to do. Maybe your new position as the CEO of your company could benefit from you wearing high heels because they are high, they stylize your figure, and they give you authority. But what good does it do if your employees are gonna be seeing you taking off your shoes every day because you hate wearing heels? Or maybe your job as a psychologist could benefit from wearing pink because it's a color that's not menacing, that encourages people to open up, and that reflects empathy. But if every time that you wear it you feel like someone poured a bottle of Pepto-Bismol over you, your patients could end up feeling just as uncomfortable as you. Now that you know and accept yourself, the next step is to practically define what actions are you willing and in the possibility to take for your personal image to favor your goals. First of all, regarding the budget, because if, for example, you urgently need to renew your wardrobe but you also want other services, most likely you're gonna need to set an initial goal and pursue the others as finances allow. But there are other factors to take into account as well, like time, the time you have available to dedicate to everything, and even the actions that you are willing to take, that you're okay with taking regarding your image versus the ones that you are not. And this far from being a reason to punish yourself or to beat yourself up like, oh, I'm terrible because I don't dedicate an entire hour to my grooming every morning. All the opposite is to be honest with ourselves regarding what we are willing to do and can sustain throughout the whole year and not just 1 month. And our last step after we have everything else defined is to identify the areas of your image that need more work and prioritize by urgency. And I say this prioritize by urgency because particularly with image, it's very easy to go first with the service that we want the most, the one that calls our attention first for some reason, or simply the one that seems more fun. And this is not necessarily wrong. You should be able to have fun and enjoy yourself in these services. But what is important to remember is that in order to optimize the results of your personal image to pursue your goals, it is important to give the priority to what needs it the most.
Whoa, slow down, egghead.
Because if, for example, you see that your use of color is pretty on point, but when it comes to the shape of your garments, you don't like the silhouette they give you, then it's most likely that even if you're dying to get a colorimetry, a proportions and measure assessment would help you the most first. And if the other way around, your silhouette looks beautiful, but your color usage makes you look tired or even sick, most likely the colorimetry is gonna help you the most. And if you, on the other hand, feel more like lost, like I have no idea what's good or bad about my image, I don't even know what I want to show the world about me, in this case, the personal image service that I would strongly recommend you to get is a universal style assessment. Because this doesn't only contemplate what flatters you physically, but also your personality, your work, your hobbies, your goals, and the areas of yourself that you want to show the most. And even if you still feel in the process to define them, the service will help you a lot in this process as well. Follow me for more tips to turn your personal image into your ally instead of your rival. And if you like this video, don't forget to enlighten me with a thumbs up, subscribing to the channel, and clicking on the bell so YouTube lets you know when I upload the next video. And if you'd like to help me color the comment wall, let me know what part of your personal image you're going to work the most this year.